Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Malik Scott is being bothered by criticism. Everyone's been giving Malik Scott a hard time about him as a trainer, and in particular how he's, in most of our opinion, has ruined Deontay Wilder. Anyway, he normally he's pretty eloquent and lets things roll off his shoulders, but he's not doing that anymore, and he is getting to him. And I can understand because he's human, but I still think he's a horrible trainer, in my opinion, because of what he did to Wilder. But he's only been doing it for a few years, so let's see. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but right now, he still doesn't pass the goddamn test, in my opinion. But I kind of feel a little bad for him because I never seen him get upset.
Yeah, I mean, just to outline, obviously the comments from this week were kind of the back and forth with yourself and Shane. There were no comments that were directed towards the fighter, Chris Phillips-Smith.
It was just all Shane. I think Shane is a prick. I think he's arrogant. I think he's just an arrogant dude to me, man. Like, he literally just started quacking about me for no reason. And once you do that to me for no reason, I don't like you. You know what I mean? I don't like you. Like, and then I actually thought his boxing brain was a little smarter because he said on camera, I had Deontay throwing jabs to the body. Why would I have a big man throwing jabs to the body? I don't know. Let's ask Lennox Lewis, why was he jabbing Holyfield to the body? Let's ask Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly Klitschko why they was most dangerous punching to the body and they was big men. Like, just ignorance. I just felt as though he took time out of his schedule to talk bad about me. And he's a prick. And he's insecure. And Daniel Dubois left him and became champion immediately.
So you can see Malik Scott is coming out firing. He's not going to let anybody keep saying bad things about him. But this is the reality of it. Malik Scott he's got to sit back and look at what Deontay Wilder was before Malik Scott and the trajectory that Deontay Wilder is no longer on. Okay? Malik Scott caused that. So he can get mad at people, ridicule him. And I'll tell you this right now. I do think he talked about throwing the jab to the body. Deontay Wilder has an 83-inch reach. Whatever this jab to the body that he taught Wilder how to throw, that's just not Wilder's bread and butter. He's 6'7". Big, long man trying to throw jabs to the body. And when he throws it, Wilder's exposed, man. So I understand Malik Scott wanting to give Wilder extra tools. I do. I understand. But also, me sitting here saying, he's giving him this tool of throwing a jab to the body. Why? Why make a man that tall so small? Why bring him down? He's already off balance when he's throwing the shots. Now he's susceptible to being countered. Like, what are we doing here? But anyway, I personally think he doesn't like the UK guys because the sense of humor is different between the United States and the UK. British sense of humor is different. My family being from the Caribbean, that sense of humor, that West Indian sense of humor or that British sense of humor, that shit can really get under your skin. You got to have thick skin because they're very witty and they're very good at saying things that can really can really bother you. And if you don't have thick skin or you can't give that shit back, you'll be in trouble. And I think with Malik Scott marrying Kate Abdo and her being from over there and her being teased about, marrying Malik Scott when she was dating him and now she's married to him. And people are just having a little fun with it. But that's the culture. That's the sense of humor. But Malik Scott, I think he's been a bit overwhelmed with the comments people made as far as shock and disapproval over his wife, marrying him. And also with the total disapproval with him as a trainer. I just think you just bend so far before you break and I think he's reaching his breaking point. I would not be surprised if Malik Scott ends up in a scuffle. Like, I'm telling you, the signs are there. The calm before the storm. Even Derek Chisora came and said to him, hey, what are you doing with Deontay Wilder? Everyone, Derek Chisora is crazy. But he said it in a joking way, but he was serious as a heart attack. And Malik Scott, it bothered the shit out of him. Like, you could see in his face, like, it really bothered him. But hey, he signed up for it, and the bottom line is, you're out there in the public, and people are gonna have an opinion about what you're doing. And Deontay Wilder is a guy who went from being at the top of the sport, having fights with Tyson Fury. And trust me, I understand what happened in them fights. Okay, but to come now after spending a lot of time with Malik Scott as the head trainer and not even having a 1/20th as far as the skills or talent or killer instinct or nothing. He doesn't have 1/20th of what he had when Malik Scott wasn't involved. So he's got to accept that criticism. He's got to accept that ridicule. Same way he accepts those fucking paychecks, he better accept that criticism and ridicule. He doesn't have to like it. But he made a choice to be Deontay Wilder's trainer, knowing he wasn't qualified, because even he said, hey, there's other guys out there, but Wilder wanted him. I guess, keep the money in the house. That's his boy, that's his friend, that's his brother. I understand. But you made a choice to be that man's head trainer. So now you deal with the consequences of being his trainer and leading Deontay Wilder to failure. Okay? You've led him to losses. You've led him to getting damn near killed by Zhang. So, and if training, you're telling Wilder to do something and Wilder's not doing it, then you should have the strength to be like, look, man, you're my brother, I love you, but I just feel like because of our relationship, I probably shouldn't train you. Same thing with Robert Garcia and Brandon Rios. They were too cool, too much of friends, and it just wasn't working anymore. Anyway, I kind of feel bad for Malik Scott because he even says here in an interview, he starts talking about, can't wait to get home to my beautiful wife. And when he started saying that, I was like, yeah, he's got a lot going on up here. I'm telling you from experience of dealing with people. He is a lot more going on with Malik Scott that he lets on. His mental health, right now, it's not the best. He can say it's the best. I'm telling you it's not the best. Just look at his actions. Look at the change of his demeanor, his delivery. Just watch everything about him. Malik Scott is going to, he's imploding right now. And if they keep poking at him and saying shit, he's going to explode. And like I said, there's going to be a confrontation. Anyway, I'm about to go jog, lift weights. I got to go substitute teach. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Yo, I'm in the breeze.